What up? J. Marcell here. You know, I haven't been doing freestyles lately, but today I'm going to do a freestyle. When I say freestyle, what I mean is I didn't really have a particular concept or idea that I wanted to talk about on this one. I just wanted to chit-chat a little bit, run some things off my mind pertaining to the world. Right now, they got Kanye in some heat behind some things that he said. We as black people, we joined right along with him to crucify the man. But you know, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I got no beef with the man. Like they say in the book, I find no fault with the man. We all say some idiotic, dumb stuff here and there, things we regret, things we shouldn't have said. So I ain't tripping on the man for that. I got the overall point and gist of what he was trying to talk about. We got the situation now. I hear with Kyrie, Irving is supposed to be in hot water with these people, with the same people Kanye was beefing about and talking about. You can't use their name or religion or whatever they term is for themselves, or you be in some hot water. So what I heard Dr. Umar called me was the untouchable. So I like that term. I use them I call them the untouchable. At least they think they're untouchable. The untouchables. We should call them the untouchable because if you say anything to bring any light onto their antics and their politics and the way they move and where they exploit stuff and exploit people, you'll call an anti-so-and-so. So Kyrie's supposed to be in some hot water because he is tied to a book or a film called From Hebrews to Negroes. I think streaming on Netflix or somebody or Amazon, something like that. So both of them in some kind of hot seat with the untouchables because they're bucking the system, because they're either shining some light on it or they're affiliated with some people that's shining the light on that situation, on who they are or what's what. So they're being publicly villainized behind their stances and their words and what they stand on. And you got all these black media guys that's quick, black media, black guys that are quick to jump on these dudes because of that. How dare you say something and stand up and stand out of line? That's the bottom line. They're saying, hey, Master being good to us. What's your problem? Be quiet. He even being good to you. You ain't no regular street person. You guys ain't regular street person. You guys get their paper too. Shut up. What are you saying? The untouchables have always wanted to stamp out or snuff out when they find one of us with the skill sets or the leadership ability to have a voice. And if you got their paper and you got millions of followers, you really are a detrimental threat to them. They've been running this game for a long time. I ain't gonna get too deep into it. I can go some deep shit, but I'm not. But they've been running this game for a long time. Kanye just was saying, like, look, their hands is in all of our pockets. Aren't all of y'all tired of this? I'm making billions off of them too, or with them, whatever. But bottom line is their hands deep in my pocket. You know how much they making? And how much they making off of all of us? So he had the audacity to stand up like that. Other people see him and hear with the news saying, Kanye this, Kanye ain't that, and Kanye. Come on, man. Get the man's overall point in what he's saying and try to see what he's saying. Is he telling a lie? Y'all taking the little extra stuff that he blurted out and taking that and blowing that up over the main subject of what he was trying to say. Kyrie just was affiliated with a film or a book about these untouchables or about the antics of these untouchables or something relating to these untouchables. And now he has to go publicly and say he's sorry and this and that. You know, they really wanted to get at Kyrie anyway once he put up his fight against the vaccine. Now I come to find out New York State it's unconstitutional. Ain't that something? After they forced all them people to do it and scared them off. But now Kyrie is in some hot water because he just affiliated with a like I said, a book or a film called From Hebrews to Negroes. How did that happen? It's I guess a look on how did that happen. I like history, so I got a general idea, but I wouldn't mind checking it out myself. I say all that to say this. The Untouchables and all affiliated with them and all that helped push this narrative. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Your due date is here. Your due date is here. And what I mean by that is there was no way the world was supposed to be ran like this forever. I'm not even going to point directly at no people. I'm going to try to talk general. But you're going to get the point and you're going to understand where I'm coming from. But it's like this. Those that are in charge, you wasn't put to be here forever. You wasn't put to be, it's not meant for you to be in charge throughout the history of humanity. And not throughout the history of America. It was not. You are not. You had a certain length of time to put your work in, establish yourself, do what you're going to do, get all you're going to get, treat the people and bleed the people as much as you want to go into. And then there was a due date and a due time that says it has to stop. That due date is here. I promise you that. That due date is here. See, what they know is, the Untouchables and all affiliated with them, what they know is those who will last, they no longer are getting ready to be considered as last. They have to come, it's time for them to stand up. Now, I'm not saying some revolution need to take place. That's not how this is going to happen. You know, some people even talk about we should have an economic plan, and if we get our economics better, we can show them this and that, man. We could be more of a powerhouse for economics, but at this point, if we ever decide to do this economically, they ain't gonna do nothing but collapse the dollar bill. They're gonna collapse the dollar bill. They're not stupid. They'll take the value out of it one way or another. So economically, and we was doing it. They knew we was doing it when we had those little black, them cities, what's it, Tulsa, Oklahoma that they burned down. And a couple of cities that we had when we was thriving on our own, they knew we could do it then. They want to say, get away from us, segregation, get away from us, push us in them little towns and gave us some little pieces of land. We built them up and stuff. We had them, you know, flourishing and all that. They burned them and knocked them down. There was multiple ones. So they know what we can do. We know what we can do. But it's a campaign been launched against us for the most part by the Untouchables and those are affiliated with them to keep, make sure you keep these cats down. These cats ever stand up, we got problems. The truth going to come out that they're not as behind, or they're not as what they call us, ignorant and less than them. By no means, they are not. As a matter of fact, we know their history. They are the true authors, creators, and of this reality, of this life. Earth. I'm gonna go a little. Earth was built for us, by us. Earth and the nature of this earth was built for us and by us. We just a sleeping giant. I promise you that. That's all we are. We just a sleeping giant. I hear people keep saying about how, we should, black people don't do this, and black people stuck together, black people turn on each other, and black people will kill each other, and this and that's true. That's true. That is true. I will say that. That's true. That's why I call us a sleeping giant. We sleep. The greatness of us, the marvelousness of us, we sleep. The Untouchables and those affiliated with the Untouchables know that. They know who you are. They know their destiny was only to rule for a certain length of time. They know that at some point you will stand up. They know we will stand. It's not going to be by no, like I said, economic. Nothing economic going to be able to fix this. We're not going to come out of it economically. We're not even going to be able to do it. We ain't even going to have to do it hand-to-hand combat. This is strictly going to be spiritual. We're going to get a grand assistance from God, the universe, nature, reality, all at once. A grand burst of energy is flourishing and flooding this region of life, this dimension, this zone, this planet, this solar system. There is a burst of energy coming around. It goes in cycle. It waves in and it waves out like it went in cycles. When we were at our best, when we were off our feet, and when we were downtrodden, the energy has shifted away from this section of the universe. But now it swings back. And when it swings back, as it swings back, it's pushing things to pop up, to come up. All that which was hidden, all that which was a lie shall pop up. This is what the untouchables and all of them associated with them do not want, despise, hate, and fear. But it's coming. That's a guarantee. We in a magnificent time. I'm going to tell you this because if you can see beyond what just normally takes place in your everyday life, I know that routine can be redundant and it can lock you in. I get it. But if you could see beyond that and just see, I just see from a spiritual, idealistic, imaginary, thought, meditative, other zone sometime. I participate in the world, don't get me wrong, I participate with the world. I don't act like I'm a stranger to the world. I just know how to be in the world, but not of the world. And it look like I'm of the world, if you catch me out. Yeah, it look like I'm of the world, but I'm still moving different. But the untouchables and all associated with them, I'm just here to make this freestyle to say, I hear you kicking at these brothers, you pushing them down, you telling them to be quiet, you made Nick Cannon be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You made him apologize and all that, and this ain't but another one of those, you're going to apologize for saying anything about us and all this. Don't you talk about us. Don't point out our hand in on everything. Don't expose us. I feel you pushing at these brothers because you do not need the truth to come out. But I can guarantee you this. You're only going to be able to get away with that for so much longer. The due date is here, and it's going to, and what the bottom line is, the truth to life needs to come out, and it's going to pop out and push out of all kinds of avenues, people, situations, circumstances. And the more you push back at the people to hold the people down, the more it's going to push, this system going to push back to say, no, we're not going, it's not going away. Something grand is getting ready to transpire. So I feel you want to keep these dudes silent. I get it that you can trick the common person into going along with you, telling them to shut up, or why ain't they doing this, be quiet. You won't get us all with that. Not all, you won't. And then soon the ones who used to be asleep are going to wake up. I'm telling you, we're a sleeping giant. They just fear that these cats could be the spark that wake us up, and they don't want that. But like I said, this is freestyle because I've been hearing this all in the news, and them, I ain't even hear them dudes tell a lie, so I don't know why y'all mad at them people. Why y'all making them apologize, suspending them and playing? I know why, but you're suspending them and taking their money from them and all kind of stuff, man. But I'm just here to tell you, your due date is here. It's here. You will not be able to cover the truth no more like you used to. That just won't fly. That's all this is saying is, you better get prepared, Holmes. Well, you know, you've been watching time, and you got ancient information and data and stuff that the average person can't get a hold to. So you know. Well, that was just a quick freestyle, man, because of what I hear out here in the news, whatever. But that was just a quick freestyle. And remember, mind over matter, because matter don't matter.